explain 300 would be special for anyone, but to do it in a final after not being there for so long, will that make it even better?
Oh, 100%, yeah. I played my first game against Collingwood, debuted against them in Melbourne, and now playing my 300th against them. It's funny how footy works. So, yeah, very exciting, and obviously our footy club hasn't been playing finals for 8 years, and it's nice to be back around the business end, and for us it's been a pretty good year, but we're now at the start line of, the real stuff.
Were you always confident that you'd see finals footy again, or did you waver a bit over the last few years?
Oh, deep down you always look at the possibility of playing finals footy, but sometimes you, like a human, you have the doubts in your mind. So yeah, it's just nice to be back here again.
The significance of the milestone for you, 300. How significant?
Oh, how significant is it? Yeah. Well, a little skinny kid weighing 75 kilos from Broken Hill, getting drafted back in 2007 to 18 years later, I'm here playing nearly 299 games, and the week before I'm going to play my 300th. I'm a lot of gratitude and a lot of memories made, both on and off the field. Lots of highs, lots of lows, lots of challenges that you go through with your teammates, the footy staff upstairs, ones that you have to go through yourself. So yeah, it's been an amazing journey, and here we are, nearly about to play 300 games. It's pretty crazy.
No, it's a long time ago, but what lessons do you take from 2017 going into this finals campaign?
Well, there's a lot of lessons. You got to be in good form and have all your players in good form, and it'd be nice to be on the other side of the ledger from 2017. But we're a totally different team, different game styles, so it'd be pretty disrespectful for me to compare this year to back then. So.
As the year wore on, everyone was thinking, all right, when's the 300th gonna land? Did it ever matter to you whether it was in finals, whether it was home or away?
Didn't bother me, nah, not at all. I was just lucky enough to play this great game, and it didn't really bother me whether it was home, away, in front of whoever, against whoever, it doesn't matter. Just very grateful that I've got that opportunity to put this Guernsey on 300 times, because it's pretty special.
Last year you managed a fair bit as you worked through the back, and there was a bit of talk of that heading into this year. Did you think you'd be able to play as many games as you have? Did you think you'd be able to get to 300 this year?
It's one of those things I didn't really want to talk about, really, even to Ellie and friends and family. I didn't really want to talk about it. Kick the problem down the road and deal with it once we got there. And it's been probably what I've been able to do the last 4 or 5 years from game to game, and that's what's kept me going, to be honest, Josh. You can't look too far ahead, and I can't control what happens in 2 weeks. It's only what's coming up right in front of us, and I think as a footy club that's something that we've made a conscious effort in doing, and base everything around performance and our process. And if we continue to do that, you tend to start to get some success.
Those back issues you had last year, what have you done this year aside from the management to get the body so cherry right?
Pilates. Yeah, had to 35-year-old or 34 back then, had to buy himself a Pilates machine. It wasn't until the skipper actually, I had a few people say Pilates is good for your back, and I thought, okay, 34-year-old man can't be seen doing Pilates, but it wasn't until Dorse was the one that said, mate, just trust me, just have a go at it. So I tried it and started getting a bit of pain relief, which was nice. So now I'm a fickle, I'm addicted to it. So I ended up buying one for home, and I'm pretty much every second day on the Pilates machine. Not in tights, eh?
How did you go on the reformer early days?
Terrible. That's one thing that I was struggling with, is my core. So it's been nice to be able to get on there and find something when it's been challenging. You find little things that help you along the way. So yeah, it's one thing that's been able to keep me on the park from training and in the weights room and then game day. So I love it.
Was it the skipper who put that idea in your head? Who'd said to you, go give this a go in the first?
Oh, Timmy Cook, our physio, he'd been banging on to me for a while, and I thought, all right. And then Dorse was the one that just said, mate, just give it a go, and I did, and yeah, it's been a little fine for me.
How much reflecting do you reckon you're going to do over the next like just 10 days, week or whatever before the game?
Reflecting on
Your career so far. To get
well, you're going to get nice text messages from people that are really close to me and friends and family, and so there'll certainly be times over the next week and a half that I'll get a chance to reflect. But we've got a job to do, Simeon. We've put ourselves in a great position to have a crack at this final series, and the boys are in great shape. We'll probably get Maxi back, might get Peds back. So, yeah, it's going to be good. I'm looking forward to the foundation we've built this year, obviously finishing minor premiers, but as a footy club, we're just about to start, so we're looking forward to it.
I think something you and Danger left from 07. Can you, how do you sort of come to terms with the length of your career? Like, I'm sure when you first come into this game, you could only dream of playing for as many seasons as you have.
Depends what day it is. Ellie's getting sick of me complaining most mornings when I get out of bed, but I do it because I love it. I'm passionate about this magnificent game we play. It's the best game in the whole entire world. You know, Alan Stewart, who's a great mentor of mine, from day one said you're going to have a up and down journey, and when you're down, how quickly can you find a solution to get yourself back and going? But when you're at the top of your game, whether it be performance, whether it be team, winning games of footy, whether it be finals, don't get too ahead of yourself. So being able to be levelling that. But I think the best thing about the journey is people, and you know, footy clubs are based around people. So we're lucky enough to meet a lot of people and understand what makes people tick and their journey, and building great memories. So I've built some great friendships along the way, and ones that I'll cherish for the rest of my life.
How much has having a family helped you keep level?
Yeah. Well, kids are the most honest things you can have. So, and my wife, she's been an absolute star. You know, we've been through some pretty challenging times as a family. You know, losing Ollie to start off, to not having her old man around, to lots of different things. So then we've got 3 beautiful kids in Hugo, Louie and Hattie, and it's probably the reason why I continue to do it. They fall in love with what I do, which makes my job a lot easier, and this footy club is great to be able to embrace family and let my family come along for the ride. I get to bring my kids in here. The boys in the locker room are fantastic with my kids and make them feel so welcome, which makes it really easy for me, to be honest, Josh, to bring them in and let them come along for the ride, because it's been a pretty cool one.
Does the possibility of ultimate success wane to what happens for you next year? Could you do a Shane Crawford?
I don't know. I haven't made up my mind, mate, to be honest. We'll cross that bridge when we get there. Who knows? If we won the flag, I could easily float off into the sunset and watch this footy club have a lot of success for the many years to come, or I might have the itch to go again. I don't know. I haven't made that decision as to whether I'll play on next year or not. We've got a job to do over the next 4 to 6 weeks, and I'm really looking forward to what we can do.
This is such a young group with limited finals experience. You've got a 9-game winning streak. Does that momentum almost to help a group, given the fact that you've been able to beat sides as well that are very much in that premiership hunt?
No, I think the best thing about this group is we've been able to win in different ways. Whether it be a shootout, we've been able to score. Whether it be our defence has held up under immense pressure, or whether it be we needed to roll our sleeves up and have the hunger for the contest. I think we've been able to do it in those 3 different ways, and that's been the most pleasing thing as a senior player, seeing how resilient our group is and how strong we are. We've got an amazing bond. Our culture's phenomenal. So, and you look at the squad, like we've just had guys come in and just continually play their role every single week. So that's what makes me the most excited about what's to come over the next 4 to 6 weeks.
How important was the culture, given the strong culture that you have, given everything that happened last week with Isaac and all the kind of distraction that it could have been for the club?
Yeah, we've got the most supportive boys and females around the club, and obviously Isaac paid the price for a little slip up that he had, and he's obviously gone away to Italy to do a bit of training, which the club are fully supportive of.
Do you think that's a good idea, good idea getting him out of the spotlight here, you know, so he can kind of...
Yeah, well, I wasn't in the process of making that decision, so it's pretty hard for me to comment on that.
What advice do you have for him when he comes back and he does have to, I guess, you know, address the group, the AFL and the AFLW players? How do you kind of, yeah, what advice?
Well, we're human. Like, he's made a mistake, he's owned it, he's put his hand up, and it doesn't define who he is. He's just made a mistake. Like, I shouldn't say he just made a mistake. He made a mistake, and he's paid the consequence. But we'll wrap our arms around him. He's one of us, and once he gets back, he's got a big role to play. He can once he gets back, he'll be training and making our backs better, getting in the midfield and causing the havoc to make them get better. So, yeah, it'd be great to have that infectious kid back around the footy club. He's got a magnificent smile, and we love him dearly.
You mentioned the resilience of the club. What about your resilience? I mean, you've gone through a lot, Phil Walsh, your races and things. Is that one of the things that you're most proud of? Like, not the on-field stuff, but how resilient you've been over the journey?
Well, opinions are like arseholes. Everyone's got one, don't they? So I think over the period of my time, it's one thing that I pride myself on, is being able to pick myself up and just listen to the people around me. I've got a great network around me. So for those people that have had a crack at me or wanted to have their 2 bobs worth, and if they're not in my corner, then it hasn't worried me one little bit. I've had to work pretty hard to get myself into that position, but yeah, and like, again, I speak about ranks. You just live and you learn. You make mistakes along the way, and some I've had to pay the price of, but I feel like I'm a better person. I've evolved into a father, a husband, a football player. 18 years ago, it's pretty crazy to think that I'm here going to play my 300th game in a final series that we haven't done for 8 years.
Can I just quickly ask you, like 2020, with all due respect, you seem to be struggling. What changed since then? I mean, yeah, what changed for you personally that you could actually get back to your best on field?
I've got a great support network around me, whether it be on field, off field. Got my body into a great position to be able to compete every single week, and probably had a few niggles there. And I think having a family's been able to ground me and understand what's really important in life, and that's my family. But footy's also given me an outlet to go and have fun and do what I do and enjoy the great game that it is.
Was it important to you, sorry Steve, was it important to you to maybe get some of this stuff out the way this week so it can all be about the team and your main focus next week?
Method in my madness, yeah. 100%, yeah. Well, we haven't been there for 8 years, so I didn't want to be making it about me next week. It's about performance for us, and let's knock it all out the window this week.
There's an expectation that it's going to be a bit of a spicy affair on field, given the rivalry. There's reports that Adelaide Oval's put on extra security. What's your message to the fans who Collingwood and Adelaide pretty spicy fans support groups in terms of how they behave coming out?
Yeah, I just expect our fans to come and support us. That's what I expect. Support us, cheer us on, and enjoy the contest. That's what it'll be. It'll be a fierce contest. They've been a great footy club for a long time. They've been up the top. So we're looking forward to the challenge that'll bring Thursday night.
Cool.
Beautiful. Thanks, guys. Good on you.